Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again, it's review time. And today we're going to be taking a look at the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Filmation style Trapjaw. Okay, so yeah, Trapjaw, the second on the Club Grayskull line, is quite an interesting figure. I'm looking at the head sculpt. It is very nicely done. Still looks rather crazy, although a little toned down to match the child-friendly nature of the cartoon show he came from. You can see the inside of the mouth no longer features guts and blood and all that crazy stuff. But it does still open and close, so it's still articulated. He still has a little hoopy thing on his head for whatever reason. I guess it was for repelling of some kind. But yeah, I mean, he's a very nice looking figure, very bright and vibrant. Um, while the greens were toned down from his classics counterpart, the blues were brightened up quite a bit. And there's a lot more of a bright magenta added to him, where he had a little before, he has a lot now. Um, much like He-Man and Skeletor, the details were simplified quite a bit. There's not as much tech detail on him or on these robotic arm, which is now red, or his metal boots, which are red as well, or well, except for the foot part. And if you look at his belt, it is missing that nice little skull that it had before. Turning him around, yeah, you can see his other arm's a little bit more of a regular arm. And you may notice that the belt piece is a separate piece, but the way it's put on, it is not going to come off. That is permanently attached. So yeah, that's a sad thing, but still, it's a nice figure. I do like it. For articulation, we do have a ball joint head. You know, up and down, left and right. A little bit of wiggly waggly, but not much. Got universal universal joints at the shoulders. Got a bicep swivel, elbow bend, wrist swivel, and wrist moving up and down, in and out on this arm. This arm here has that universal joint at the shoulder. Little limited, but not heavily. And the only other thing is a little bit of rotation at the weapon part. And there's a reason for that, which we'll get into later. He has his ab crunch, waist swivel, universal hips, thigh swivel, knee bend, forward, backward at the ankle, and ankle pivots. Again, that kind of has some controversy to it because some people don't like the ankle pivots, but I'm okay with them. And they do add some epic posing options, which is always good. You can really make it look like he's gonna shoot like he means it, which is always pretty cool. Now for the accessories, they are attachments for his robotic arm, much like the regular Trapjaw. So you got the option to put on the gun that he has here. You can take that off, just pegs in. You can put on this crossbow, so he has two shooting options. Okay. Don't quite get why they just gave him two different guns, because one does the same thing as the other, but whatever. And just homage some notes in the TV show. He gets a fly swatter. Yeah. They gave a villain a fly swatter. So he can go whap, whap, try to get the flies. Whap. You metal mouthed moron. Don't mess with Skeletor. Anyway, yeah, he's got a interesting amount of weapons. Of course, if you got the regular Trapjaw or any of the weapons packs or Roboto or Hurricane Hordak, you can take their weapons and add them on just as easily. They fit. They're colored differently, but they fit. So he's got options. And that's pretty cool. Oop. So anyway, let's get some comparisons in. We've already compared him once to his boss, but we'll do it one more time. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And we gotta get him with his arch nemesis. Well, the main arch nemesis of all the villains, He-Man. So yeah, that's looks good with He-Man. And last but not least, we gotta get him with his more regular classics counterpart, Trapjaw. And you could see a real big difference between these two. I mean, Trapjaw, like the classics Trapjaw, is a lot darker. The robotic parts that are all black, and the green on him is more of a neon color than the Filmation style, which has brighter blues, brighter reds, and darker greens for whatever reason, and more pronounced eyebrows. But yeah, there is a significant difference between the two. But all in all, I would definitely say Trapjaw, like the Filmation style Trapjaw, is a pretty cool figure. And if you like cartoon accuracy, you'll like him. So that will wrap it up for Trapjaw. Another great addition to the Club Grayskull line. Although I'll admit, you gotta really like the cartoon to really get into the simplified designs. It's still a very nice addition to that line, and I really like it. So, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. So goodbye out there, whatever you are.